A simulation video game is generally designed to closely simulate real-world activities. A simulation game attempts to copy various activities from real life in the form of a game for various purposes such as training, analysis, or prediction. But one of the main reasons why people love simulation games is because they like the escape. With most video games allowing people to create realistic characters that replicate themselves, what isn't to like? But what about those who feel like they can't replicate themselves because of the lack of diversity or content that a game produces? In this documentary, we'll be asking two simmers their opinion on the popular world simulation game called Sims, and if they feel represented in the game.
My name is Baptista and I play The Sims. I've been playing The Sims, I think, since 2004. My first memory of it is going to my Aunt Petra's house, and she was playing Sims, I think the first Sims, and I was intrigued and I was like, what's that? And she told me it was a game where you can like have families and make money and use cheese, the motherlode cheese of course, and I was just really intrigued, so I asked to play it, and that whole weekend I was just playing Sims. Like, I didn't look away from the laptop for a second. It's such an escape. It's just like I can come home from a stressed day and just unload everything into a life that I've made, a family that I've made.
I'm Chanel and I'm a Sim player. I've been playing Sims since I was about 7, and my friend introduced it to me when I was at her house, and it was just the most amazing thing. It was like a little getaway to play as characters, whoever you want to be, and I've always been interested in like simulation games. One of the reasons I've always enjoyed my time playing Sims is because you can start to feel yourself through the characters. You can create any type of world you want with like cheats and stuff. And motherlode, yeah, Control-Alt motherlode, the best. You can be as rich as you want to be, but you know, it's always been a thing where you can create characters that look a certain way, but sometimes you can't create characters that really do reflect true life, that due to the fact that there's not a lot of diversity when it comes to skin tones.
So one of the big problems with EA and The Sims that I have is that when I first got The Sims 4, I noticed there was a lot of white shades, but then the darker shades, well, there was a few of them, and they weren't really, they weren't really nice. They were quite ashy and really like, they didn't seem like authentic darker skin tones and like beautiful skin tones that we all have. And that was a big problem because I never used any custom content on Sims games before because I was a child, so I didn't know how to do that. So I didn't know how to change that, and I had to unfortunately play with those skin tones, those lack of skin tones, or just play with the light skin tones, and that became a problem because then I couldn't make families that I related to because they just didn't look like me or like what I wanted them to look like.
It's really thanks to YouTubers like xmiramira and ebonix that we could have like custom content that allows you to be inclusive.
As The Sims have been very useful, they've let us have homosexual couples and stuff like that. They've been really inclusive. With the skin tones they have not, and that was a really big problem.
So, what do you guys think about the content created inside of your favourite video games?